One thing I've noticed about playing this game is some NPCs are more useful than others. Now, one of these NPCs, which I recommend you should get, is someone called Patches. As you can see, he sells quite useful items, and some of these items might be overpriced, but it's just more for convenience that you can just come into the Nexus and purchase your items from this guy right here. But this NPC is an interesting one because when you start progressing through the game, you'll notice that he may leave the Nexus. And this is where people tend to have trouble trying to find him again. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm going to show you the steps that you need to take in order to find Patches and have him in the Nexus permanently. Now simplistically, Patches will either be in World 2.2 or World 4.2. He will only ever spawn in one of those two locations. That is it. So it doesn't really matter which area you find him in first, but for this part I'm going to show you from the World 2.2 perspective. So I'm going to speed up the footage so you can see the route I'm taking. We want to turn left here, go down this tunnel, run past all these carts, and we want to head into this sort of cave looking thing ahead of us. Roll past all these corpses, and be careful of this guy because he'll ambush you. We'll keep on rolling down and we'll emerge onto this sort of cliff looking thing. Now, if we head this way, this sort of platform right here, we need to roll down it and make our way towards that bear bug. So just follow the steps that I'm taking and you should be okay. And you can see Patches is already down there waiting for us. So roll down this little piece here and we want to speak to Patches. Now, for whatever reason, if Patches is not here, then I'd suggest go over to World 4.2 and try and find him there. I'll show you the location later on in the video. But what we're going to do is he says and pick up the item, and you can see the bear bug has fallen down and we've now fallen into his trap. So all we need to do is just need to kill the bear bug. Once the bear bug is dead, move to a safe distance because it will explode and it could potentially kill you. And we want to run up this area and speak to Patches, who will basically say, oh wow, you're not a noob, here, take this item and forget about it. So once he's done that, you want to head back to the Nexus and Patches will be in there, so you can use him as a vendor beyond this point. Now, if you found him in World 2.2, Patches will only leave if you kill the Adjudicator boss in World 4.1. So this is the reason why he leaves. If you kill this boss, he will leave the Nexus. Where has he gone, you might ask? Well, he's gone over to World 4.2 in order to trick us again. And you guessed it, we have to head over to World 4.2. So I'm going to speed up the footage again so you can see the path I'm taking. We want to come down here and we need to kill the enemy down here. So once we're down here, just go down these steps, turn left, and Patches should be in this room right here. So we want to speak to him. So exhaust all his dialogue and head over to the hatch, and Patches should boot us down. So once we're down here, a red phantom will spawn, so just kill him. Then we just want to open this door and head up all these steps. And once again we want to speak to Patches, who will ask us to be friends and he will give us an item. So now if we head back to the Nexus, Patches should be in the Nexus permanently from this point onwards. If you didn't find him in World 2.2 but you found him in World 4.2 instead, don't worry, I'm going to show you that scenario as well just to avoid any confusion. So now we're heading over to World 4.2 now. And this will be the first time I'm going to be meeting Patches in this playthrough. So we want to speak to him. And like the last time, he's going to boot us down this hole. Once again, we're going to have to kill this Black Phantom. So once he's dead, you need to open this door and head back upstairs towards Patches. As before, he's going to be all baffled that we're still alive. He will give us a ring and he will now be in the nexus beyond this point. So just teleport back to the nexus and you'll be able to use him as a vendor. Now, because we found him in world 4.2 rather than 2.2, what will now happen is if we kill the armoured spider in world 2.1, Patches will leave the nexus. And the reason why he's left is because he's gone over to world 2.2 in order to trick us over there. So let's make our way over to world 2.2. And like the last time, we want to make our way to these platforms right here and just roll down to meet Patches. Once again, we want to speak to him and we want to pick up the item at the end to trigger this trap. So just kill the bear bug and run up this area to speak to Patches. He will say exactly as he said before. He'll give us a ring, and if we teleport back to the nexus, Patches will now be in there permanently. So just remember, if you found Patches in world 2.2 first, he will then move over to world 4.2. If you found him in world 4.2 first, he will move over to world 2.2. So it's quite simplistic when you think about it, but for whatever reason, if Patches does disappear from now on, just check world 2.2, and if he's not there, then head over to world 4.2, because these are the only places that he'll ever be in. If he's not in either of those locations, then he's either dead or you've aggroed him and he's now vanished somewhere beyond existence. If that's happened, then you'll need to go into New Game Plus. And there we have it. So those are the steps that you need to take more or less in order to find him. I also just want to apologise for the long video. I wanted to break it down so you guys had the best possible chances in finding him. If you're stuck and you still need some help, then just leave me a comment below. I'll be more than happy to help you. And with that being said, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.